The genre of our media product is a psychological thriller. This was our chosen genre because not only did we think that it would be the easiest to execute with the resources provided, but it was also one of our main chosen genres from our questionnaires. The codes and conventions of a typical psychological thriller are low-key lighting, quick edits, flashbacks, black and white colouring, high-tension music, fonts and colours of titles referring to the theme of the film or the title, shadows, mirrors are often used, dominant colours of red, black and white, and the use of claustrophobic spaces. Our opening contained music, a mirror, strange angles, and fonts and titles referring to both the narrative and the film title. The inspiration for our music came from Seven. We liked this track as we felt that it would give our opening tense atmosphere. We used a mirror to show that our protagonist is trying to find herself and is still unsure of who she really is. Strange angles were used to make the audience feel uneasy, like how our protagonist felt. And fonts and titles were referring to both the narrative and the film titles so that they weren't random and went along with the theme. Our movie challenges the conventions of a typical psychological thriller because bright colours were used and we used wide spaces and not many claustrophobic spaces. We also used no flashbacks and no shadows. The main themes of psychological thrillers are death, reality, existence, identity and purpose. Our movie covers the theme of death because later on the patient dies from being prescribed the wrong pills. The theme of reality is also covered because our protagonist doesn't really know who she is and therefore is suffering from reality problems. The theme of existence is also covered as our protagonist doesn't know what the purpose of her existence is, as she's still confused to who she really is. This point also covers the theme of purpose. And the theme of identity is also covered because our protagonist has lost her identity as she is being controlled by pills. The inspiration for our 2-minute opening came from movies such as Seven, American Psycho, Donnie Darko, and Breaking Bad. Our inspiration from Seven came from the background music as we felt that this would give our opening a tense atmosphere. The mirror scene in our movie came from the mirror scene in Donnie Darko. That's where we got our inspiration from, as we thought that this would help portray how our character felt. The match cut in Breaking Bad was also used for our inspiration, and this was shown when our protagonist was itching her hands and then the shot cut to the patient also itching her hand. And we got our inspiration from American Psycho, where there's a voiceover and we used the same topic of the voiceover to help the audience understand what our protagonist was going through.